Hey there, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. Today we are going to cover 2 weeks of Moon Astrology, May 25th through the 31st, and then I will also timestamp for the following week, which is June 1st through the 7th. But first, of course, your channeled message. So the best way to get a channeled message that resonates for you would be to connect your energy with mine. So hit the thumbs up or leave me a comment, even if it's just an emoji, because then what I can do is I will put your name in my book of names, and this is what I focus on when I'm trying to channel energy. So Capricorn, your channeled message, like the breeze picked up and it moved my hair all around, right? I felt that first. And then I heard the winds of change are blowing. And then I realized I was on a tightrope, and it was strung across like a little creek bed in a meadow. And I could feel the vibration from the wind. I could hear the birds. I could hear the babbling brook underneath. Could smell the air was warm, springy summer air, kind of, well, about this time of year actually, kind of when it heats up in the meadow and it's not all dried out yet, so it's still got that moistness to it. The thing was, I had a goal, right, to get to the other side. I'm on a tightrope, which kind of means, you know, I have to stay balanced. I have to stay balanced. Too much one way or too much the other way, it doesn't work. So staying balanced, one foot in front of the other, making your way across, it requires self-confidence, self-control, determination to get to where you're going, right? To get to where you're going. But also there was this awareness. I was completely aware of where I was and what it was I was doing. And so there was a real peace. Like I really enjoyed it. It was nice up there. It was really nice. And so kind of like enjoying the journey, even though you've got to keep everything in balance. And so I heard you are headed in the right direction. I wrote it down. I always write it down because I can never remember. You are headed in the right direction, which makes sense because there's only one way to go. So there you go. All right, let's go ahead and get into the channel not the channel messages, but the moon astrology for the week. Let's see what we have going on here. All right, so we start out with the moon in, ooh, I should write it down because that's always a problem. Hold on. Let me do that. Okay. Monday, May 25th through Sunday, May 31st. We start out with the moon in Cancer. There is this real energy of everybody wanting to speed everything up, but you can't. All the planets are in retrograde just about, right? We have all this retrograde energy going on. And so it's slow and steady wins the race, and I really want to encourage you to put that one foot in front of the other and to really focus on your progress. And in immeasurable ways, right? So like on a tightrope, you can definitely tell if you've made a couple steps forward or not. Like you can see the line's very clear. And so finding a way to measure your progress is a really good thing. Oh, I love it. I've gotten to see some really new cards today. So the energies are definitely shifting. I've used this deck so much, and there are a lot of new cards popping out today. All right, so the answers are right within you this week. Everybody, I really feel like the energy of that moon in Cancer is like, you know, go within to find the answers that you need for what it is that you're trying to grow. And I really encourage you that while you're trying to grow something, whatever this is, that new moon that we just came off of in Gemini was in your 6th house of balance. There you go. It was in your 6th house of health and work-life balance. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're trying to do, make sure you're building it around the idea of self-love, self-care, right? Not the whole Capricorn, like you work so hard, right? And the whole world, slam, stop. And so now you're starting to move again. But what did you learn? Hopefully you learned how to create some balance in your life, how to do things in a measured way where you can have fun and also work hard. And so it takes scheduling and requiring stuff. But look at this. You have love what you do. And I got to tell you, it was so fun up there on the tightrope because the atmosphere was nice. It wasn't like on a tightrope over a city street with, you know, traffic honking at me. I was in a meadow and there were birds singing and the brook was babbling, right? And so loving where you are, loving what you're doing. Use your sensitivity to know when to act. Oh boy, I tell you what, when you're on a tightrope and it's moving, you definitely need to be in alignment with the vibration around you. Connect your heart to your head when determining what you would like. Connect your heart with your head. Like finding that balance of I can grow something that will manifest for me in the very physical 3D world all of the abundance that I want and deserve. But at the same time, that abundance isn't just financial, it's emotional, it's physical, is in relationships. And so finding the way, navigating that tightrope of opportunity, right? There's a balance, there is a way to have it all, to create your own little heaven on earth. There really is a way. So stay optimistic. On Wednesday, the moon is going to move into Leo at 2:33 a.m. The moon is also going to be in opposition with Saturn up there in Aquarius, which is in your second house of what you value, self-esteem, self-worth, self-value. And there's this whole energy of Saturn likes boundaries. Aquarius likes to do things irrational, quote unquote, irrational, out of the box thinking, right? And so there's this push me, pull me. So it is going to require an out of the box thinking in order for you to bring everything into balance, to do what you love and still to manifest the kind of lifestyle that you want to, or you either want to create, or that you have already, maintained that balance of what you've already created. So here it is. It's about finding a way to nourish your soul and finding the path forward to do it. There is a competitiveness. So I don't know if you're coming up against a lot of competition out there with a lot of people having similar ideas, or if it's the competing ideas of, well, that's not how I did it before, I'm not sure it's going to work, or if it's that you have a lot of ideas and you need to narrow it down, but you have transformation. And joyously centered, you would have to be centered on that tightrope, and safe as wonderful changes occur around me. You're on the right path. I feel like you kind of know what it is that you want to do, and I want to say go for it. You're on the right path. I think you know what it is. I think it's a matter of negotiating the way forward, like figuring out what it is. What are the next steps? How do I do this and keep everything in balance? So when that moon moves into, hold on a second. Before I rush ahead, I do want to talk a little bit about what's going on Thursday, even though I like to stick with the moon here. It is about the moon though, because the North Node is at like 0 degrees of Cancer, and it wobbles back and forth, so that's why it'll wobble into Gemini, and then it'll go back into Cancer. But on Thursday, it's at 0 degrees at the same time that Mercury is moving into Cancer, and so it's kind of like keep an eye on your emotions, and pay attention to what people are saying, because we also have Venus in retrograde in Gemini, and so discerning what's true and what's not true becomes a thing. So just a little heads up on that. Listen to everything with your intuition, and really pay attention to what it is that you are figuring out. Okay, so then the moon is going to move into Virgo. For you, that is your 9th house. This is interesting. I want another card. I was thinking it was your 5th house. Am I going to get one? Thank you. All right. Well, okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. I got it. Thank you. All right. So Virgo likes to analyze. It likes to assess things. It likes things, on paper, and it's a fellow earth sign, and it's in research and education and knowing things and doing the studying. It's also connection with spirit, though. All right, so here we have this assessing and this need to discern things about what it is that you're trying to create, this transformation that you're going through, and you got this past life healing card, and I'm like, what are you talking about? But it says the situation has been triggered by one of your past lives. Heal the past life and bring your healing into the present. And so again, doing that inner work. Tapping into your Akashic records. I'm a light worker, will help you tap into your Akashic records. Jenny Burek can help you get into your different timelines and help you heal things. If you would like Reiki, Nancy is in the description box below. Just getting in touch with your intuition sometimes will help you. You may not know exactly what past life is doing it, but I think you know that, for instance, for me, Saturn sits in Aquarius. So that's our second house, right? Second house of self-value, self-worth, self-esteem, and financial resources. And so for me, learning to feel abundant was something that I needed to learn. Now, which lifetime did that get all jacked up in? I don't know. It does not, to me, matter. What matters to me is that I recognize that that's what's all jacked up. And so learning to feel abundant and trust the universe and know that there's always enough and there's always more on the way has been a very big deal in my life. Learning to receive from others, another big deal. And so it's these kinds of things. And so I don't need to know which past life that happened in to know that that's what the freaking issue is. So a good astrologer could also help you figure that out. And honestly, I could probably help you figure that out. I am not an astrologer, but I've been studying astrology for over, 20 years now. So I see a lot of things. So you can always make an appointment with me, and maybe I can help you figure that out between the cards and looking at your chart. So this situation requires patience. It says your prayers have been heard and they are being answered. So there's a situation that I think you know what it is that's triggered, that you're working on, that you've been praying, that you've been hoping for guidance and stuff. Well, the guidance is on the way because you have a new beginning. Take this as an opportunity to rise from the ashes stronger and more determined. It is healing of that past life situation, whatever it is. This is what this transformation is about. This is really cool work, and I wish I could explain to you just how cool the energy in this room is right now. It's very, it's like, I got it. So excited for you. This is super positive. Now, when that moon moves into Libra on Sunday at 10:38 in the morning, don't let the voices in your head make you doubt yourself. Don't give into the fear. Stay cocooned in your centered self of your self-confidence, your self-worth, and just surround yourself with this beautiful, bright light of I'm safe and I am protected. St. Michael said he'll be happy to help you with that. Okay, so this is the second time that this card has come out. Oh, you have so many cards that has come out on this card of fear. And it says exchange energy to create abundance. If you are worried about not having enough, then giving stuff away. Giving your time, your money, your resources, and not worried about. So for me, part of it was literally not having any money. I dedicated a portion of my income to supporting a child in another country. And there have been times when I'm like, I don't know if I can pay my bills this month. And I think, should I not do that? And then I think, oh my God, if I think it's bad, it's got to be worse for them. And so I pay it, and I have never not had enough money. And in fact, it seems to have increased my abundance in so many ways. And so that's just one example. There's been a lot of other things. But so sometimes giving away when you think you don't have enough and just trusting that the universe will provide is a big freaking deal. So that's one thing. The other thing, though, is exchanging energy. Energy comes in all kinds of ways, and energy comes in the form of your thoughts. And so instead of having all these fearful thoughts, what if you were to say, I am safe and I am protected. I am always have enough and there's always more on the way. I am, whatever your I am is, whatever it is that you're trying to create here, transform in your life. When you start feeling fearful, start using your I am statements to transform that energy, to trade that negative energy in for positive energy. I feel like that is going to make such a big difference because this week, maintaining your level of optimism is going to be very beneficial as we work our way through. Ooh, move beyond ancestral patterns. Whatever needs to be healed from your past life, you can ask for release from, okay, I am healed. Hold on a second. I am healed of all karmic and past life issues across all timelines. I am healed of all karmic and past life issues across all timelines. I am healed of all karmic issues. Whatever else I said, across all timelines. The energy, oh my God. Whoo! That's powerful. That's powerful. So, karmic and past life issues across all timelines. Wow. All right. So try using that. Even if you don't know what the issue is, you can still heal it and allow yourself to move forward. And we have trust in the unknown, Father Sky, and grow within your current situation, Wise Owl. We have so many. And we have Shield Maiden, who I really love. As a Capricorn, I love this because it says, make a plan and focus. So there's this whole trusting that you have a new beginning. That's going to take time. We have the patience, right? It's not going to happen overnight. Good things take longer. They just do. Wow, we're going to pull all these with us. Good things take time, and they're built, right, on a solid foundation. And so there's that energy, right? So you'll want to be doing that. But being willing to move past and to heal. So you can either seek healing help and guidance, or if you want to identify what the issue is, I think I can help you with that. Or you can find somebody else to help you with it. It doesn't really matter what avenue you choose to go with on that. But what does matter is that you focus on the future and releasing and healing the past, and allow yourself the freedom to move forward in a balanced way, and to let go of the past life issues that have been that you've been struggling with probably all your life. And that's why I feel like you'll know what they are. Where do things always seem to go wrong, right? You know, I mean, I don't even want to go through where my things have been, but that was a big one. Okay, so here it is. All right, let's move into June 1st. So let's do that. I'm going to wait for the clock to catch up with the time I wrote. Okay, June 1st. June 1st through the 7th, the moon is in Libra. And so this is some really nice energy for having conversations with partnerships, either in business or personal relationships, but it's really about listening with the heart. It is really about paying attention to what other people are saying and reading between the lines. I feel like this is more of the energy of receiving information than it is so much of giving information, but what you give, what you say, what you share needs to be authentic. It needs to be truth. It needs to be your truth. And then listen to other people, and are you receiving their truth, or do you need to read between the lines? But it's good companionable energy for having these conversations, and so be open to them if they should happen to show up. It is about having these safe, healthy boundaries and surrounding yourself with, see all that pink around her? Now that's self-love. Went from this dark exchange trader energy, right? Trader, as in trade your energy. From the dark life-sucking energy to this beautiful self-love, healthy boundaries energy. It's gorgeous. And so just as a reminder, you have trust in the unknown. You have moved beyond ancestral patterns. You have grow within your current situation. And you have, you're the wise one, right? And the shield maiden. Make a plan and focus. And trust me, when you're on that tightrope and you're walking across and the breeze is blowing, it requires a lot of focus to stay balanced and stay on track and stay where you're supposed to be. And so those are the kinds of things to be focusing on. Taking that information, though, that you gain on Sunday and Monday while that moon is in Libra, and allowing it to, when the moon moves into Scorpio, become this sudden insight, this intuition that came from that good communication. Like, you're going to have some kind of, I believe, emotional reaction to it, and it could be positive or it could be negative, but either way, it's a learning tool. It's some information coming to you about what it is that's important to you and how you want to move things forward. So It's a really great day to get things done and to clear the air on emotional issues, but it's also a really great day to make this plan and work on it on Tuesday. And Tuesday, by the way, is Mars Day, which is all about action and launching projects. And so why not use it for some kind of a creative project that you have been wanting to work on, that is a passion to you, that is important to you, that requires your will and your focus and your energy. So there's some kind of an insight and information coming to you. This is a very high-powered, exciting kind of energy to work with. So take advantage of it. Take advantage of it and enjoy it. Enjoy the transformation. Enjoy the new beginning. Make sure you're working towards something that you really love. Love where you are. And if you don't love where you are, then get the heck out of there and create something new, right? So on Thursday, the moon is moving into Sagittarius. It gets there at 1:17 p.m. This is a day to honor yourself. Thursday is. It's a day to look at, okay, so this is where we write our gratitude list. But it's also about counting your personal successes and being grateful for them and understanding, look, how much you've accomplished or how much you've learned. And maybe stuff was tough, but you learned something from it. It is a day to really kind of pat yourself on the back a little as you're looking forward and being grateful for all the support and the guidance that you've had from people and from spirit along the way to get to where you're going. And so take some time on Thursday to really, think about that and recognize it. On Friday, we have a lunar eclipse. It's a full moon lunar eclipse, which means it's about releasing and letting go. But it's because it's a lunar, not solar eclipse, it's about releasing and letting go on the internal plane, not on the external. This isn't about breaking off a relationship or making this massive move. It's about letting go of the negative self-talk, letting go of the past life issues, letting go, moving through this energy of something from my past has been really kind of holding me back. And even if you can't identify what it is, you can still use this energy of releasing and letting go. So set your intention to do so. If that's your intention and you want to have some help, then that's a great day to make your appointment. Not necessarily have your appointment, but make the effort to make the appointment, right? It is a great day to sit down and journal and write about it, what it is that you want to release and let go. This is an action that you are taking to release in your life something that on the internal plane is holding you back. This is you stepping into your personal power, what brings you joy, what brings you a sense of personal authority, and creating space to allow yourself to blossom, to allow yourself to grow in your spiritual life and also in the abundance and the prosperity of the 3D physical world. And so you have, don't let pride get in your way and expect a powerful change. Ask for the help that you need. Be willing to talk to whoever you need to, do whatever you need to work your way through this. And expect a powerful change. We're coming up on eclipse season. That says new moon eclipse. The next new moon happens in Cancer at 0 degrees, and it is an eclipse. And that is in your 7th house of partnerships. Could be business, could be personal. And then after that, on July 5th, there is another eclipse. And this is, again, a lunar eclipse, making the changes on the inside of who you are to let something go. But that is a full moon lunar eclipse happening in Capricorn. So really, anytime over the next few weeks here, lots of opportunities to make the necessary adjustments to create this abundant life for yourself moving forward. Oh, that's some really powerful stuff happening there. There's a real sneak preview that comes from this eclipse on Friday, because now the moon will have wobbled into that one's in Sagittarius, and for you that's in your 12th house. So it really is about releasing and letting go. And then it's going to wobble back into the Capricorn Cancer one, and then it gets into Sagittarius and Gemini and stays there for the next 18 months. This is a time to reflect, which is really interesting because we have self-reflection coming next on the next day. So this new moon is really going to cause you to think about patterns. I just heard patterns. Patterns in your life. That's where you kind of, even if you can't afford to seek professional guidance or help on this, you can afford to sit down and think about, your patterns in relationships, your patterns in jobs, whatever, you know, how you handle money, how you handle this, how you handle that. What is it that you need to reflect on? Because now we're in the first house of you. The moon says, and the moon is in Capricorn, and says take responsibility for your actions, for the choices that you make, to bring the pleasure and to bring the joy in your life. Remember, you are supposed to be liking where you are, right? Or, I'm sorry, love where you are. That's pleasure. That's joy. This is the transformation that you're trying to create in your life. And so taking responsibility for your actions, not being a victim, life didn't happen to you. It happens for you. It provides you opportunities to make adjustments. And here you're getting 3 eclipses in a row to work off of. So think about what it is you want to create for yourself. What do you want to create for your life? This is really such powerful, amazing energy for you to be working with. There is always enough. Koi Spirit, it says there is always enough, and I want to say, and there's more on the way. You know when you go on Amazon and you're like, they'll say, oh, order now, only 9 left, but then underneath it says more on the way. I think, oh, yeah, so I don't need to order today. It's still in my, it'll still be sitting there in my cart, not active, you know, in the you know, cart part where you don't actually buy something. So I'll be like, oh yeah, there's no pressure. I don't need to buy that today. There's going to be more on the way, so don't worry about it. Oh, here you go. Sweet results await. So you were being asked to be patient a little earlier. Things take time. Sweet results await. There is always enough. There is always enough. I'm sure I've told you this story before of how I did not know how I was going to pay for my college tuition that last semester, and I just graduated in 2017, so this is a very recent story. And I had no idea I needed $3,200, and I didn't get the financial aid that I thought I was going to get for the last semester. I had it for the one before, but not for the last one. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm going to do this. So I signed up for my classes. I made plans. I built my schedule for work around it. I did everything I could. And every night I sat with my palms open, and I have these 2 gold dollar coins. They're not gold, but they're gold color. And I just said, there's always enough. I always have more than enough. That's what I said. I always have more than enough. I always have more than enough. Whenever anybody said, so what's going on next semester? I would be like, oh, well, I have this class and that class. I acted as if it was going to happen. And then my clients that Christmas, all my clients, between the lot of them, I ended up with all of the money I needed to pay for my semester. There's always more than enough, because there was actually a little extra so that I could, you know, go buy something fun for me for Christmas. So I really want to encourage you to have faith and trust in the process. And if you can really and truly believe that you can create whatever you want and the abundance of the universe will bring it to you, it actually will. So you have lavender, connect to mind and body, and you have tangerine. Be spontaneous and have some fun. Love where you are. Find something fun to do. Enjoy your life. You're supposed to be enjoying it. Be creative. Find something good to do and good for you, right? It's about that self-love. It's about surrounding yourself with love to transform your life into the sweet life that you would like to have. So I will be back next Monday, and we will talk about the last 2 weeks of the Gemini season and see if there's any more information that comes in for you. This is a lot. This is great. Do the work. Be willing to release and let go of whatever that past life issue is, and you don't actually need to know what it is to let it go. But I have a feeling you have an idea of what it's about. So focus on that. All right, you guys take care, and I will see you next Monday.